What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today, I am really excited to bring you my full review of the Ruike P801. The Ruike P801 has a 3.46 inch 14C 28N blade steel. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 4.49 inch stainless steel handles, 7.87 inches overall, so that sweet spot that I claim is the perfect range for an EDC, and it has a claimed weight of 4.32 ounces. Let's go ahead and grab our scale and bring it out and see what it actually weighs. 4.2, there you go. Really nice weight for a knife with a stainless steel frame lock. Let's go ahead and run through our comparison knives, and then we'll bring out, actually we'll talk about the knife after that, and then we'll bring out the comparable knives. First up is going to be the Spyderco Yojimbo 2. That one is the DLT trading exclusive with the 20 CV blade steel. Here is the Spyderco Shaman. Both of these are fairly representative of the Para 3 and Paramilitary 2 size knives. So you can see this one here is a really nice size, very much closer in size to the Yojimbo 2 than it is the Shaman. All right, let's move these out the way, guys, and we'll go ahead and bring in the Benchmade Bug Out. This is a comparison knife that I like a lot. I like this one a lot. I think it's a really nice comparison knife. And then we'll bring out the Case Kinzua. This one here has the S35VN and aluminum scales. So you can see it's a little bit longer and it's a little bit more robust of a geometry on this knife. It's meant for a more hard use type of scenario, but I do like this one a lot. It is $115 USA made, S35VN and aluminum. Hard to not recommend that, even in spite of its minor flaws. All right, let's go ahead and get these knives out of here, and let's talk about this knife really quickly, and then we'll talk about some comparable knives. All right, so this is a 14C 28N stainless steel frame lock, and it is pretty well done. You can get this for about $30 to $32 on Amazon. Again, it has that 14C 28N blade steel. It has a very nice stone wash. The grinds on it are pretty good. They're pretty consistent, which is nice, but even if not, you can sharpen this up if you know how to do that yourself. And it certainly would take a screaming edge because 14C 28N does really well. Nice stone wash. I like the blade shape. It comes to a drop down. It's not perfect for utility cuts. You do have to kind of get up real high for that. But getting into your packages and your envelopes, cutting some strings, zip ties, what have you, this is going to work really nice. Now, it has a really nice stone washed finish on the stainless steel, and it feels nice. It is slightly chamfered on the edges, and it has this nice little contour here, so that equates to really good ergonomics. I like this a lot. I even like the fact that the flipper tab on this particular model is rounded similarly in style to a Hinderer, but not quite as awful. So it does kind of lock you in without having any really extremely aggressive jimping sawing at your finger as you're using it. I also like the way this feels, not just because of the ergos, but the thinness in nature makes it super comfortable in hand, and I imagine for long periods of use this would be good to go. I have not used it for long periods. I just wanted to test the 14C and the factory edge to see how it was, and needless to say, I was very happy. It has a very thin geometry, so it wants to go through the materials. I might try to put like an 18-degree angle on this just to lay it back a little bit and see just how razor sharp I can get it. But let me tell you, I don't slide my fingers across because I feel like it would want to bite me. It's not the sharpest I've ever had. I've had one where I actually touched it like that and cut my finger. So it's not quite that extreme, but it definitely feels really good to go out of the box. Really nice lockup at 40%, right where you want it to be. Really nice access to the lock bar. They even gave you some jimping so that you can grip it and move it over. I have definitely found I prefer where the fit is tighter to get into the lock bar space to have that jimping and it be a frame lock so that you can get to it, because when it's this thin and it's a liner lock, that just doesn't work. I haven't had time to break it down and mess with it for whatever reason. can't get it. It wants to focus on my hand, guys. Let me see. I can't, when it gets to these shiny materials, I have the hardest time. Hold on for 1 second. Let me bring my journal over because that is a dark color and it probably, there we go. We'll let it focus on the knife. And what I'll do is I'll zoom in. It has just the slightest, it has a slight favor to the show side, just a slight favor. What I imagine is that probably there's in one of these holes there's probably just a little bit of burr or something to that degree where it probably just needs to be knocked down and relined up, and then it would be perfectly centered. I did try to loosen everything and tighten it back up, holding it over, and it just pushed right back over. The pocket clip works really good on this. It has a lot of flex on it, and it's over and past the notch for the frame lock, so it goes in and out of the pocket perfect. And I really like this pocket clip a lot. This is one of my favorite styles because it lays so flat and perpendicular to the frame that when you're actually holding it in hand, you're not feeling any hot spots. So I really do appreciate that. The notch is brought up just enough, and it's kept short enough here to where it catches the pocket really well. The smooth nature of the actual stainless steel also helps it go in and out of the pocket really smooth, so I like that. Really nice. Not a huge fan of when they drill through this, but in this instance, I think instead of adding a barrel, actually drilling out the steel help maybe save an ounce, maybe a gram of weight. Standoffs look really good. The ceramic bearings are on nylon washers. I am okay with that. I have no issues with that for $32. Now, what would I recommend in place of this? I really struggled with this a lot. I like this knife a lot, and it would be really hard to find something to recommend outside of this. You're getting 14C28N, excellent corrosion resistance, really good strength and toughness. Doesn't have D2 level edge retention, but it does hold an edge for quite a long time. Jared over on Neve Knives said he did 280 feet, I think it was, of cardboard before it barely started to snag on paper when he was checking the edge for sliceness. That's impressive. So you can see why I'm a big fan of 14C28N, and it just warms my heart to see other content creators in agreement with that. If you really wanted something USA made with 14C28N, you can pick up the Kershaw Leak, and you can usually find it on sale from anywhere for 50 to 60 bucks. It is going to be double the price, but it is 14C28N, and it is a comfortable EDC that I can recommend. And you can see mine gets plenty of use. I like it a lot. 14C28N is done really well on it, and it came with a fantastic edge. It's hard to recommend anything else at this price point. You can, if you just want a knife that's going to cut, perform well, and you want something USA made, you can pick up a buck 110. There's no thrills, no frills. This is a lockback, which is going to be a really strong lock system. It's going to have a hollow grind, so it's going to cut really well, and it's going to be lightweight because it does have FRN handles, and it's super thin. So this one here is $28. If you're looking for a budget-friendly pocket knife and you made it this far past the review, I probably should lead off with this for folks that are not in the knife community that are just searching for a budget-friendly pocket knife. But I mean, if you made it this far in the review, I could see that probably happening, right? This is a $32 knife, and you'd probably be interested to see what someone may have to say about it. It'd be hard-pressed to recommend something else. This is a really good buy. Having said that, this is a recommendable knife. If you enjoyed this video and this review, if you could do me a favor and leave a like for the video, consider subscribing if you're not already. I promise you, I have lots of content out there for your viewing pleasure. Budget, mid-tier. I don't have the money to buy anything exotic, so don't worry about that. Maybe one day, we'll see. It could possibly happen. But for now, I'm pretty much in the middle of the road. I do like to do maintenance, mod videos, and long-term reviews. So if you're interested, or if this is in the future, there may be a long-term review out here for this, for how it's held up. Thanks for your support. If you're already subscribed, I really appreciate it. You're awesome. Thank you. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic week. Peace.